Obviously, making O-rings are more expensive than making reactions,
Exactly.
but I'm going out on a limb, and I think we're going to sell more O-rings than I am a reaction.
Okay.
So if I can sell more, means I'm buying more at the factory, means my price comes down a
Right.
little bit.
Right.
My price comes down a little bit. I should be able to hold the same price.
That's really
That's
cool.
that's the hope.
Okay, that's awesome to know as well, and also interesting to hear that. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, was it a case of, using different materials? Because man, those O rings are expensive to tool. So, like, I
Well,
mean, especially if you do it the old-fashioned way. Are you gonna do it the old-fashioned way with like a buck that you sculpt on, and then
and
uh,
then the hooks
the
and
two
everything.
ups and everything? And yeah, yeah, no,
No, we're not making two ups. Are you kidding?
go do it the do
This
it
is
the
not the
do
1980s.
it the really old-fashioned way, because it'll cost you an absolute fortune,
Yeah,
guaranteed.
like for nobody's benefit at all.
I know, just for a fun behind the scenes video. That's all it would be.
Exactly.
No, that's really
We'll
cool.
carve. We're gonna sculpt them all out of acetate. Yes.
That would be kind of crazy. So it's nice to hear. Yeah, it's good to hear that that's the reasoning behind it. That makes a lot of sense to me, and yeah, that's really cool. Another thing I should probably ask you, and this again, I'm not sure if you can talk on it at the moment. I can also cut this out if I need to. But obviously, with the introduction of O-ring, where does that leave reaction and ultimates and super? Is that what I mean? What is it all still on
I,
the table, or what's
yeah,
the?
yeah, completely. I don't think one precludes the other.
Okay, okay,
Obviously, there's going to be some focus and priorities. O-ring is definitely going to take up a more, it's going to take up the priority
right.
in terms of 3 3/4. But we're not going to stop making reaction figures.
Okay, cool.
We're just not going to make them as often.
Right.
And quite honestly,
You've
I
done a
think we
lot
did
so
this
far, though.
thing
That's
the other
pretty
day. I
good.
think we've got like something like 76 out. Like,
I
it was
didn't.
something crazy. It was 72 or
I
76.
didn't realize it was that many. I was joking. I
Yeah,
was going to be like, "Oh, there's so many out already," but there are. That's
there are.
so. That's a whole toy line you've brought out in however many years.
Yes, exactly. So, we will not. Obviously, I love reaction figures.
Yeah.
I realize there are people on here that don't, and that's why they love GI Joe, and that's fine. That's how we get along. Our differences are what make us
What
interesting.
unite us? Yeah. Fight, friendship, freedom.
Exactly. This is the friendship part. We got done
We've got
fighting
done the
over which
fighting,
one factor you like. Now we can be friends
and then
because
we
you
can be
buy the other
free,
ones I've done.
and then we can be
Yeah.
free. Yeah, I get it. So
And then we're all free.
why does
And
that
you're
make
free to buy
sense
whichever
now?
one you want.
Japan had it on lock, man. It makes sense now.
Exactly. This is how they convert Godzilla. We fight, we become friends, and then we're free.
Brilliant.
It's this
It's a
keeps going
circle.
on.
It's a cycle.
The circle of life.
Yeah, it's
Um,
perfect.
it's no, it's
I thought you were going to sing then. I thought you were going to break out into song.
circle of life. Yeah. No, I am not going to. But yeah, it's reaction is great. I love them, and there's a bunch of stuff to do that's still left to do, and we have a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Some of those ideas of characters, we just said, all right, let's move these ideas over into O-ring,
Ah, right.
and some we kept, and there'll be a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, that's
Fun
great.
for the whole family.
That's awesome. The entire family who collect GI Joe, the GI Joe family,
Exactly.
as it were.
Which is your family.
That's actually true.